All right, got myself a new kayak. I've gone through a lot of kayaks over the last 2-3 years. Had a Jackson Tupelo, had a Liquid Logic Saluda 12-foot, both great kayaks, but they just weren't doing what I needed them to do. So I sold those, and I thought it was time to go to something different. And this is what I bought. I bought a Jackson Kayak Mayfly, which is designed ideally for fly fishermen. It normally is nice and clean. There's no places for stuff to get caught with flies, but I don't fish. I do like to paddle. I like comfort, excuse me, and I like ease of getting in and out of the kayak. So with the Liquid Logic Saluda and the Jackson Kayak Tupelo, they're both sit-in kayaks. This is a sit on top. I believe this has a weight capacity, I'll put on the screen, of like 450 pounds. It's really nice. It's, I'll put it up here again. I think it's like 35 inches wide. It's got a nice stable base. This one is 12 feet 6 inches, I believe. I think. And like I said, I bought this just for comfort. All these new seats that they're putting on the sit-on-top kayaks and a few sit-in kayaks are basically lawn chairs, making it very comfortable. And this one, you can see, this just pops right up. It'll pop to a higher position if you want to fish or get your legs at a different angle. And this I've learned, I also bought this in red. It comes in camo. I don't know if it comes in another color, but I've learned over the years, after buying some not so visible colors, that if you're in a camo boat and you flip it or you get lost somewhere in a flowage, they're not going to find you because it's a camo boat. So I bought, excuse me, got a little bit of allergies here, I guess. So I bought red. My last couple of boats have been red and orange. This is no exception. And I'm going to use this for paddling flat water, maybe some class 1 rapids. I don't really get out in class 2. What I like about this is 1, the seat, 2, the stability. It's got a huge standing area right here. It gives you a strap right here, which when I first saw these on an Old Town sit on top that I had last year, I thought it was kind of silly, but it makes it very easy to get out of the seat, which is one of the problems with sit-in kayaks. I've added some things to this because one of the things I like about this versus a conventional kayak, since I'm capturing content, is it has almost an endless number of tracks on this boat. It's got tracks in the center. I've got a phone mount here. It's got tracks there. It's got tracks down the side if you want to put another or secondary kayak holder here. I'll be putting some leg straps on here. It's got another one in the back here that I'll be putting a 360 camera on. And then this is designed for fly fishing, so it's very clever. Up in front, you've got holes for like a 9-foot fly rod to go in there. You can come down here, and it's got a pocket or indentation right here for the reel I can tie down. Maybe I'll put a long selfie stick in there. These tracks right here, everything is movable, so if you want to put a different size dry bag or something back in here. Right now I've just got my, let me get these out of the way. I've got one of my backup paddles sitting here. But it's got a big storage area back here. You got storage under the seat. Want to put a little lunch down there, or if you are fly fishing, there's lots of room underneath there. One thing, like I said, I'm going to be putting thigh straps in here, is your feet are just resting up against this block, which is adjustable forwards and backwards. But since I'm coming from sit-in kayaks, I'm used to that stability of your knees being underneath the hull and being able to rock it when you need to. So the thigh straps are going to work. I've got some D loops coming in here that'll go in these tracks. That'll give you a little more stability. Since I want to carry some stuff in here, Yak Attack obviously makes fantastic stuff. These are supposed to be waterproof containers, but I can put things in there. and it just comes in. You can access the lower one if you want to. Like I said, fishing lures, phone, whatever you want to do, but the phone holder from Yak Attack right here is great. Your phone snaps right in, it's not going anywhere. And then this gets put on your phone, and it can stretch up to where you can use it if you want to take pictures, check something, and then just put it right back in. So overall, I'm happy with this. Like I said, it's got some storage up front here. You can lift this up. And it's got a tray in here. These are where the thigh straps are right now. Take this out, and there's more storage underneath in here. But like I said, I'm using this mainly for capturing content and just being out on the water. Got nice sturdy handholds in here. Jackson Kayak builds a great kayak. I did have to go to a longer paddle. This is a carbon fiber paddle. Well, these are fiberglass. Then this is carbon fiber. Very lightweight. But I did have to go to longer because it's a wider boat. So in order to paddle, I think my last one was 220 centimeters. And this is 265, I believe. It is a lot bigger. And then to get the boat around, this weighs 80 some pounds. Like I said, I'm not too much of a specs guy on this. There's lots of guys online that'll do a much better job than myself, walking you through all the specs. But I love these. I'll go over here. This is made by Suspends, not sponsored. I paid for this. But this Suspends rack is fantastic. Goes together easy. They have caster options. I didn't order the casters initially, but I did get casters. You have options like these work tables on the side. So when you're setting your kayak up at your house, you can do that. And it will hold, like I said, heavy kayaks like this because it is so wide. But you need that strap going underneath there to really support this and not dent your kayak. And this rolls around very easily on concrete. I can roll it into my van. I've got a 2025 Ram ProMaster that this just fits in the back of. Yeah, this looks funny, but I left the new Suspends portage dolly attached to here, which I'll do a video for that. Ingenious how that strap system works to connect to this. I just set this up yesterday. Normally I would disconnect that if this was going to sit on here for a long time. But it's easy because now I can just either take this off and wheel it into the back of my van out here, or I can leave it on there. So like I said, there's lots of things you can do. I'll do maybe another video on all the Yak Attack stuff and exactly how it works, because there's so many things that they have on here that make your life easier, so you're not losing phones. That's the new kayak for getting dirty. You can put it to use right now. All the rivers are here at flood stage. We had 5 inches of rain in the last week, so it's not going in the water in the next week or two, but it is ready. So this is Glenn with Getting Dirty with Glenn. I want to get outside. Maybe I'll take the fat bike out today since it's too wet to ride. I got a Aventon M Series fat bike or the recumbent trike. It's always good to be outside. Nobody ever went outside and said, God, I wish I hadn't been outside for half a day, right? All right, we'll see you out on the trail.